as we get into today, has anyone seen a rabbit around here? You know, I often say President Trump pulls rabbits out of his hat. He's like a magician sometimes, especially when he negotiates. But it appeared on Friday like the rabbit had died in the hat, that it wasn't going to come out. You know, that was the biggest letdown because all this rhetoric up to the summit and what it was going to do, and then out of it was just a wet blanket thrown over the fire that was barely going. And of course, the rabbit did not come out of the hat. It looked and appeared like it was dead. But by Sunday, it was revived, it was alive and well, and it jumped out of the hat as we have a actual deal with China. And I have put that down in point 5. Tariff cuts, expansion of ag purchases has been attached from PJ, talking about $17 billion per year, and it probably doesn't even include what they purchased last fall. It doesn't include that, according to some of the people who have commented on it. We'll have to see as more framework gets around this, but this is $17 billion per year. 26, 27, 28. This is a huge deal, and it changes the support system around agriculture. President Trump has done it again. He pulled this rabbit out of the hat. He reached deep in there and grabbed it by the ears and yanked it right out. And Sunday, we all knew. So people liquidated last week. You might remember when I did my weekend audio update, I said, hey, I don't think anything's changed. This doesn't make me bearish just because we were down on Thursday and Friday. I said that. And I said, I don't think anything's changed. In fact, we're going into new highs here. And if we have any weather problems, we're going into all-time new highs. And you can count on it. I'm telling you, this changes the backdrop. Are we straight up from here? No, no way. But this does put a floor under the market. It puts a higher floor into the market. It's favorable. It's like taking a bike ride and you have the wind to your back versus the wind in your face. That's what it's like. Think of it as a seasonal. We've been in a strong seasonal for up, but we know that seasonal is coming to an end here. We know that May 20th ends it for wheat. June 8th, I think, is corn. June 9th is like soybeans. But, you know, seasonals are a suggestion, just like counts can be. Life happens, and things happen inside those lines that you have to adjust to. But I can tell you what, that this is a big deal. Peace through trade. I'm not sure what will all come of it, but war in the Middle East, a deal with China, taking the rhetoric down and building the trade up is not going to be bearish to our markets.